I never thought about AI when I didn't see this. I didn't see this coming. AI is the genie's out of the bottle on that. I mean, AI is coming for everybody, not just the movie business.
The rookie,
Your first, your last, your only candidate, Smitty.
What was the fun part playing such character?
In season 1, I'm just in one episode of season 1, so I just coming on for one day part. That was all it was going to be. And you know me. You love me. Vote Smitty. Smitty, he's not dumb, but he just marches to a different drummer.
Taste of defeat. This bottle's been opened. Oh, those bottles are recyclable. It's just my way of giving back to the environment. Where's the water from? My bathroom sink. Water's water.
When I was a young actor, if I did 4 national commercials, even 3 a year, I can make a living. Now, most all the commercials are non-union. If you get a job, sometimes they'll pay you $1,000 buyout. So let's say you booked a commercial every 2 weeks, which is impossible, you'd never do it. But if you did, you would make $26,000 a year. But that, you're not going to get your pension that we get on SAG, and you're not going to get insurance where you get in Screen Actors Guild. You can't make it as an actor like that. So you got to get like a TV series or a big movie.
Trump just announced 100% tariffs also for a film which is not made in Hollywood.
President Trump's mission to make Hollywood great again, he is now calling on tariffs to help revive the film industry.
Is it possible? Is it a smart decision?
Remember, a lot of these studios produce these blockbusters overseas, whether it's in the UK or it's in Canada.
If we don't go outside LA, that would be great for us.
I see actors and I see business people working in jobs now, construction, they're waiters and all this kind of stuff, and we're all saying we've never seen it this bad. It's as bad as it's ever been.
Do you ever think of what's the life going to be in coming years as a professional actor?
Well, it was funny. I was at a screening of a short film I did last night at the Screen Actors Guild. And so they had been, with the strikes and with COVID and all this kind of stuff, it's taken a long time for the business to get back to where it was. And so I was around a bunch of actors last night. We were all talking about it. And it's good to work. But the rookie shoots on the Paramount lot. And so, it's just not as busy. It's the same thing with Fox, Universal, Warner Brothers. There's just not the production going on right now. We're trying to get it back. We're trying to, but a lot of the productions are going out of state, going out of the country, where they find it cheaper. Right now, the rookie shooting the first part of this episode, 801, first episode in season 8. They're in Prague right now. So
got it. Yeah. So let me introduce you first of all. So we missed that part. Okay. To everyone. So let's go on. So everyone, this is me, Ajay Tambe, the host and producer of the Stream Panther podcast, and today I have a very special guest. He is the most celebrated actor from the famous series, which is now on the top on Netflix. Prime, Hulu, it's available everywhere. He played the character Quigley Smitty, and that is the most celebrated character on the Rookie series. And I'm really glad to have him. His name is Brent Huff. He's joining us from LA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, how's your life going on in 2025 now?
Life is good. I did this short film, which is now doing the film festival circus. That's good. I was just there representing it last night. I've written my first book. It's taken me almost 2 years to write it. So I'm very proud and happy about that. It's called My Playbook for Life. And it's sort of a self-help book. But it's a little different from most self-help books because I use my acting experience. And we're all really actors, aren't we? So every time we open the door in our house, we're playing somebody. And so why not play people who are confident? Maybe, and I call it fake it, not until fake it till you make it, but fake it till you become it. And so it's a little spin on it, but it kept me busy, and it's really, I'm very proud of the book. So I've been doing that.
All right. So let's talk on the part of the rookie, Quigley Smitty. What was the fun part playing such character? You've been on all 7 seasons. It's in the top 10 on Netflix now, also in multiple countries. So tell me, what was the fun part playing such character?
It's interesting, AJ. In season 1, I'm just in one episode in season 1. So I just coming on for one day part. That was all it was going to be. And so I'm an older guy. So I thought I'm going to be the seasoned cop who's grumpy and he doesn't like rookies, especially someone like John Nolan comes in, it's older. I don't have time for this. And so that's how I played it in season, the first episode. I had no idea this was going to go into the comedy realm. No idea at all. And then they started writing this. I'm like, oh, this is funny. So then I went from there. even though we're getting ready to enter season 8, honestly, and this is what's so great about being an actor, I'm still trying to puzzle out the character. After all these years, there's still things I'm trying to figure out. Like, okay, Smitty, he's not dumb, but he just marches to a different drummer. You know, there's a beat that goes on in his head that nobody can hear it but him, and he's like in a different orbit, kind of a thing. So I try to play it that way, and I always think that great comedy comes when people screw up. You know, like Smitty screws up constantly, and it goes back. Lucille Ball, Marilyn Monroe. That it's like they're always messing up. And that makes for good comedy. Well, Smitty messes up quite a bit.
Got it.
One of the things that I like The Rookie gets a lot of online. People are talking about The Rookie online a lot. And a lot of times, and I've heard this a lot, that it looks like Smitty just walks onto the set without a script and just starts talking and sort of free-forming it, if you will.
Yeah.
And I go, that's the best compliment I could get, because this looks like I'm not acting. Because as an actor, you don't want to get caught acting. And with Smitty, it's a really fine line because, the comic relief. So I want the performance to be grounded in reality, but so I don't want to go too much, because I could go good, better, best, ruined. You know what I mean? It's like it could go south really quickly. So I've got to really watch myself.
But it's good to see how you evolved over the years and the character evolved with time, and it's like now you get to play in a very different way with the character. And it's 8th season. Any idea when it's coming out?
Not till January. We're shooting now. Actually, like I said, they're in prog right now, and then but it doesn't start airing until January.
Yeah, I guess 26. Yeah, I saw it on IMDb. I guess it said 26. Maybe it's in January. Okay, good to know. You've also worked on shows like, Madmen, NCIS, Shameless. So these are some different situations, different shows, different sets, atmosphere, psychology, mindset. How do you adapt to such scenarios and being on the different sets of something like Madmen, being on sets of Madmen?
Well, it's interesting. The characters that you just mentioned, they're all military. Every one of those roles is a military role. But like Shameless is really different than NCIS. It's more like a movie, and it's fun. There's a twinkle in the eye, this, that, and the other. And then Madmen, it was a little bit like that as well. So each show has a different tone. So you want to make sure and get familiar with the show before you do it, because there's a lot of shows, especially on episodic television, where you can't take these long pauses like you can in movies or with the streaming stuff. So you got to get your stuff out there, but sort of do it in an interesting way, because actors, we're in the game of being interesting. We got to try to make each role interesting, where it's fun to see. But the pacing is different.
Got it. Yeah. And tell me one thing is, as you've been on the television sets, which is the network TV, and then now on the streaming platforms where you're also doing work. So what do you think are the differentiators between these two, the network TV and that getting aired is a different thing, but have you experienced any differences between those two?
Not as a consumer that I watch. I definitely see it. Because, like, you can use profanity, you can use sexual, and the streaming stuff. Where pretty straight laced with episodic. But it's really interesting, AJ. I go to dinners and lunches and meet with people out here that aren't in the business. And like every dinner or lunch, it comes up every time. What are you watching right now? What can you recommend in street?
What to watch?
What to watch? Are you watching The White Lotus? Are you watching Gentleman? Disclaimer. 9 Perfect Strangers. It keeps changing. And I watch a lot of British shows too, because they're really good actors in Britain. So I watch, and so it's not. And I don't know if COVID start. I'm going to the movie Saturday. I'm going to see F1. I'm going to see the Brad Pitt racing movie. But people don't go to movies that much anymore. They stay at home. They have big screen TVs now, but they come to work and talk about the characters. Why? Oh, I didn't like what he did there. I did that. Oh, did you? And it's these are doctors and lawyers, and it's like we're fascinated, and we can't wait to get home to be entertained, and that's one of the great things about being in this business.
Wow, love this, really love this. What do you think as a director, as this new things coming in, new laws, there's whole system breakdown happening for you as a director? From director's point of view, what do you think about streaming industry? Is it helping you? Is it helping you go for a film, feature film, independently? How are the dynamics and the metrics changed for you now? What are your thoughts as a director?
Well, when I first started directing, it was in the 90s. And
Hmm.
there, there's the foreign market. So what I would do is let's say I made an action movie. Well, I would sell the movies into different countries in Europe and whatever, Far East. And then my profit would be for domestic, what I would make in the US. And Blockbuster was around then, and people were renting the movies. And so I could have my little movie in Blockbuster on the shelf right next to Titanic. So people would see my movie, kind of thing. And honestly, I would go in and put them where you could see them a little bit. but
Okay.
but independent movies and Sundance, there's a lot of movies that were coming out of Sundance, and Sundance is so hard to get into now. They have like 15,000 submissions every year. And I think
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
140 films. And to get in there, it's really tough. But there's festivals everywhere. So you can do the festival circuit, but the investors, of course, want their money back. And so when the worst part of being a director is I have to go to people who finance films and ask them to give me money to make my dream come true. And so they go, well, we'll give you the money if you can guarantee we won't lose any money. And I go,
Oh,
I can't do that. I wish I could. I will tell you this. I will work my rear end off. It'll be a movie you'll be proud of. You can come to the set every day and watch the magic and see how hard, it's great that when people have never been on a movie set to come watch it. It's really what. And so I said, that's going to happen. I can't tell you if it's going to be successful. I've had movies I thought, oh, I finally hit it out of the park. It does nothing. I had other movies I go, cross my fingers, and it does well. So I don't know. So it's tough for the indie filmmaker right now, to get by. So hopefully that will change. But I will say this with the streaming. I have movies, like some of my documentaries, they're on like 14 or 15 different streaming services and stuff you've never even heard of. And so I get little money coming in from here and there, and it sort of slowly adds up. But I'm not going to get it overnight. But there's a lot of these, if you I know if it's in India, it's the same way, but you just go down, ton of stuff.
Good. Like now, on the recent news of strikes, there's been now the strikes has ended. You had a temporary agreement for the writers, actors, and directors. There was huge impact on schedules, job opportunity. What are the lasting changes you think that when the strike ended happened, and what do you think are the lasting changes with the contracts, the new negotiation part?
Well, unfortunately, I will say, one of the things we're striking for is AI. And AI, it's the genie's out of the bottle in that. I mean, AI is coming for everybody, not just the movie business. So it's coming. I mean, it's like I do voiceovers too, and you can now go and basically do my voice, AI. And it's like, it used to be, oh, it looks so fake and this, that. I don't know I forgot the name of the movie, but Harrison Ford was in this movie where it was just he and a dog. I don't know, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, no, I'll just Google it.
But
go on.
They aged him where he was younger, and the dog wasn't real. It was an AI dog. And I'm like, I'm not going to go watch a movie with a fake dog, this, that, the other. Because it's still, I mean, this was a few years ago, but now it's getting so good, it's scary. I remember
Call of the Wild?
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. The Call of the Wild.
It's not a real dog. It's 5 years ago. So look what has changed in 5 years with technology.
Yeah, it's
I remember I would beg when I first started directing movies, I would beg the producers, give me this one crane shot where I can go and then have to rent a crane where I could go up like, 30 feet in the air. Now you get some kid, I said, hey, come in with your 4K drone and do an incredible shot and go, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, did you ever see the movie Tangerine?
I might have, but I don't remember now. But go on.
Sean Baker, who directed the movie, just won the Academy Award last year. Anora.
Yeah. I saw it.
He did Tangerine. I don't know what year that came out. He shot the whole thing on his iPhone, and it was a huge success.
Oh,
but
it was 2015, I guess.
Is it 2015? It says Tangerine. Yeah.
2015.
That's only 10 years ago, and it was like unheard of that a guy with a phone and that
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, like business has evolved over the years. The film business has evolved. We have been fed a lot of the things. A lot of the movies are on the click, so you can watch whatever, and that may have hampered the actually going to theaters and all. So that's one thing we can call in here. But so when there is part of AI protections and working conditions for the actor, you sitting now in 2025, you're here, you're seeing these changes, as you told, a kid coming in, flying a drone, and there is a VO3, there is a new update in AI on Google, so that can actually create the all situations happening around you, which will look real, and it's real until they say it's an AI. So it's that thing that's happening. You are now in 2025. By coming 2030, what do you feel of this ongoing debates about AI protection, pay raise, about actors protection, and for the upcoming actors in the new era? What do you think on that?
Well, that's what we were talking about last night at this SAG screenings. It's when I was a young actor, I could do commercials. And if I did 4 national commercials, even 3 a year, I could make a living. Now,
Yeah.
most all the commercials are non-union. So I could do one commercial and I might make $50,000 in one commercial, and it would pay for the, now granted, it's not like, I worked one day, made 50,000. I'm going to 100 auditions, dressing up and driving in my car and not getting the part. So I'm getting paid for all the stuff I'm not getting as well. But now if you get a job, sometimes they'll pay you $1,000 buyout. Okay. And there's a ton of actors here trying to get those roles. So let's say you booked a commercial every 2 weeks, which impossible. You'd never do it. But if you did, you would make $26,000 a year. But that you're not going to get your pension that we get in SAG, and you're not going to get insurance what you get in Screen Actors Guild. You can't make it as an actor like that. So you got to get like a TV series or a big movie, have a big career. Before, I have all these actor friends. We were all doing okay. None of us were famous, or but we were out there busting it, and but we were getting by. Now I don't know how these young kids are doing it, to be honest.
Got it.
Yeah, and then you throw AI in there, it's like they were doing like with extras. They're going to start doing with the rookie. We've got a ton of extras there, and these are real extras. These aren't AI. So they're there, and you have to feed them, and and they add so much to the show. But they're trying to clone, extras. Yeah, I know they do in the big, huge crowd scenes, but I'm talking about these smaller scenes. You can get like somebody walking in the background really easily now. That's not a real person.
It's yep. This part that you mentioned, you are having this discussion means you are going to have some formal contracts or some new laws that will appear in coming years, I guess. If SAG is stopping this, then there may be something for the safety of an actor. What do you think will be happening? And I guess you mentioned that this discussions, if that happened yesterday, then there may be in coming years we can have it as some mentioned in the contracts, and I guess that will be new thing will be introduced by SAG. If I put you now in the decision maker position for the industry, okay, just imagine you are in the decision making position of the industry. What is that one thing you'd change in the industry post pandemic, post strikes? What would it be, and why?
Well, it's the have and have nots in this business. And, everybody would love to be big stars, but a lot of these big stars are getting like $20 million a film. And then the trickle down effect, like, the smaller, they're just getting by. And I would try to level that out. And it's a lot of the studio heads are getting these exorbitant salaries that, they work hard. I'm saying not, but it's too much kind of a thing. Yeah. It's like, So that's one thing I would do.
That's one thing.
I don't know what to do. We're getting a lot of runaway production, right? And in California, they've just raised it up to $750 million that they're going to put in incentives now to try to get people to stay in Hollywood. But there's like Atlanta, Ireland, the country of Ireland, and they're making better deals. And you go there. Rob Lowe was just on a podcast where he said that he just did a show, and I think he did a show or somebody did a show in Ireland, and it cost him less to fly all the crew, put them up in hotels and stuff in Ireland to go shoot across the street at 20th Century Fox. LA's got, this was the Mecca, everybody came to Hollywood, and now, it's, here's another, AJ, how the business really changed too. We, before COVID, we'd always go in and audition, and we'd see all the other actors, and we'd talk to them, and we'd get in the room with the casting director and the director and the producers and give it our all and make contact with them. And now all the auditions practically are on self-submit online, just like you and I are doing right now. Self-tapes. And so we're sending those off, and a lot of times you get the job and you've not even met them before,
Yeah.
You don't have to. LA traffic's terrible. You don't have to dress. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
can be in my pajama bottoms and do it at home, but you lose that. So that's
Yeah.
another thing. You know, and like acting classes are now on Zoom. You know, it's like
Yeah. That's whole
it's
different things happening.
it's crazy. It's everything's changing. But you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, and still people like Tarantino, they want to shoot film, and you know, but I
Yeah.
never. Oh, we'll never go digital. Never go digital. And so now it's like everything I do is digital.
Everything.
And
The
you know,
contracts are signed that way.
yeah. And then when I first started directing, I mean, they wanted to use the moviola to edit, you know, actual edit the film. You know, it's like, no, because you really have to pay attention. You can't just edit willy nilly. You got to really take your time to, do I really want this cut? But now it's like,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
color
too far.
correction. Yeah.
Yep. Got it. So there's a part where Trump just announced 100% tariff. Traveling to LA is hard. Being in LA is hard. Shooting in LA is really costly. Production staying in LA is like over the roof, you know. So there's one thing Texas state just introduced to the people, which is a new bill, and I guess where they are signing contracts for 10 years, and they should be in Texas, happening in Texas. And within next 5 years, by 2030, they should have a Texas people cast as the crew member, you know. So this kind of things are happening in Texas. I just read a bill, and people are signing it because they are providing a much better deal for them.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to know is Trump just announced 100% tariffs also. So for a film which is not made in Hollywood, and the point is to make Hollywood great again. What do you think as a director also and as an actor also? Is it possible to make things in LA and not go elsewhere just because we have to do that and the president just announced it? Is it possible? Is it a smart decision, or what kind of thing that you think, like, if we don't go outside LA, that would be great for us? What do you think?
Well, I've directed a movie in Russia. I've directed a movie in Serbia. I've directed movies in foreign countries. And let's say I wanted to shoot in a church. Okay. So here in LA, because we do so much filming, they're going to charge me maybe $20,000 to shoot one day in this church. I can go to Russia and shoot at these cathedrals for like $200 because they go, oh, a Hollywood movie. It's the same in Kansas City. I shot a movie in Kansas City, back where I'm from. And we had this mansion that we shot at for like 12 days. And they let us basically do it for free. I mean, and it's like, and then all the people back there, because they're not used to the movie business, they want to be in the movie and they bring their friends, and you know,
Yeah,
and it was just so much easier. And I was able to I brought my key crew out to Kansas City and to Russia, but you can get a lot of local hire there that's really good. I found really good actors, you know, that do community theater in Kansas City, and I didn't have to fly out, you know, and I'd love to fly out some of my actors friends here, but I can't afford their plane ticket and put them up at a hotel and all that stuff. And, you give them per diem and you give them food. Whereas if it's local, I'll just see it tomorrow at 8, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of holes in this bucket to try to,
Yeah.
but it's really kind of sad. They're just, they're trying to sell another studio out here. What's it called? Occidental Studio, which was a little studio here and it's going under. Yeah, it's sad. It's, I see actors and I see business people working in jobs now, construction, they're waiters and all this kind of stuff. And we're all saying, we've never seen it this bad since I've been in business. It's as bad as it's ever been. But then you watch, there's a million shows on television, on streaming. I'm like, who's doing it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that this is something that we have to accept it. Like the things are changing because the consumers are changing. It always depends on the consumers who are our real listeners, watchers, viewers, who are going to buy stuff from us and how their life has changed by these big tech companies, by Amazon, by everything, Netflix and all. So how are they changing the consumers is something that's really going to change our work style. What do we do? How much we get, how much we are getting paid. So I guess these are the things that's really got hampered 4-5 days back, 4-5 years back. And I guess that's what we are seeing. So I guess, I was talking about that 150 million annually across the next decade. Texas is slated to give productions 150 million annually across the next decade, and that's the thing, I guess. But there are a few things, like they have to have Texas based people, with time over 5 years. So that's one thing that's announced.
Well, a lot of
yeah,
people are
people
moving to Texas.
yeah.
I have friends moving out of LA almost every day now. They're going to Texas, they're going to Nashville, they're going to Florida. They're getting out of California because it's just so much cheaper. There's no
Yeah.
state income tax in Texas.
Yes.
So New
That's it.
Mexico, a lot of people go to New Mexico. Nevada, Mark Wahlberg's trying to build a big studio there because there's no state income tax there.
Yeah.
Uh,
So tax and incentives are really important, like the tax credits, incentives. That's a huge part of this business, to survive and to, basically, as a filmmaker who's trying to make it and not risking too much. I guess they have to fit in those parts, even the studios also, because they have to get their tax credits done, and they have to fit in the bill so they can not risk too much of their life and the money at the same point. One thing I'd like to know, you've been into meetings, and I kept on hearing 2-3 times. I'd like to know what's going on in SAG. What's going on in SAG? What are these guys thinking on coming years, and what are the major topic of discussions they have?
Well, last night, one of the major topics of discussion, all these films, there's 5 films in all last night. I was in one of them.
Okay.
All 5 of these signed a waiver where we could shoot it during the strike. But, we had a special waiver, paid the SAG dues and all that kind of stuff. And we were able to do that. So I don't know, like with the feature films, why they could make something happen, sort of like they did with the shorts. But, I know SAG's trying to protect the actor because the actors we're in a vulnerable position right now. And it's like, I think, only 5% of Screen Actors Guild members make over $5,000 a year. I mean, it's crazy to think that. And then, it's like if you find a girlfriend or boyfriend and you're in Kansas and you go, I'm marrying this guy and he wants to be an actor. And your parents are like, oh, no, please don't do that, kind of a thing. But we have this dream inside of us that we're going to beat the odds, there's a road of a lot of no's, but we're going to take that road anyway,
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
I guess you raised a very different and valid point here. If someone is going to marry and then they know that he's an actor, they're going to think twice, or maybe having some side businesses where the cash flow is good, or if you're earning, just you cannot just depend on the way, because I guess maybe what I think is maybe then streaming guys who are the Netflix said. Hulu, Disney owns Hulu now. So like these are the things these guys have to decide the future for actors too now, if that's the case, because their life also depends on the films and movies. And if the actors are not in good shape, they can't shoot it. So I guess these are the 2 things, maybe someone should take care of it. What do you think personally? This is the last point of the discussion. And then we are going to have a rapid fire and we are going to close it. Just curious on you as an actor who goes up, gets up, go to the job, see these things happening over the 4-5 years. A lot of things have changed. The model has disturbed. Now you are in a state of, you are in a stage where really different, not in that era of the Hollywood, but it's a very different era in the film industry. When you sit on the couch, when you're quiet and you've been on such discussions and come out home, do you ever think of the future? Do you ever think of what's the life going to be in coming years as a professional actor, director?
I never thought about AI when, I didn't see this. I didn't see this coming. I thought, it's like, it's all about the story. I mean, it's like when I talk about when we go to these parties or dinners and we talk about, this show, and grabs us, and it can move you. Like, and I write and direct a movie, and I'm in the theater, and I can see the audience laugh or cry or get scared, and it was something that came out of my head that let them do this. That is, that's amazing. So I don't want our industry to lose that. And if it just like a lot of these, superhero movies, it's so fake to me. It's just, I'm not a 14-year-old kid, but it's like, but I want stories that move you or make you laugh, kind of a thing. And if we can just stick to, to that, I mean, it's important. Like stories getting lost, and it's like with the writers out there, they got to be going crazy. But AJ, it's tough out here. I'll tell you that. You go to.
So yeah,
I'm from Missouri. I'm from a small town in Missouri. So if I go back to Missouri, and somebody says, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And I go, "Well, I'm an actor," and they look at me like I've got 3 eyes. Like, An actor? Yeah. Out here in LA, everybody's an actor or a writer. And you go to Starbucks or any coffee shop, and everybody's on their laptop. They're all writing their opus screenplays. They're all going to, and it's just, they're all, they can't be talked out of this. And we're just dreamers. And, it's like, that's what makes it fun and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Being an actor and a director, it's not a secure life, but it's an adventurous life.
Oh, yeah, it's an adventurous life, and
Yeah.
we'll stick to that point. Now we're going to have a rapid fire with you, okay?
Okay.
So let's go. Actor's chair, or director's monitor?
Oh, director's monitor.
Got the Rookie or the West Wing? Yeah, go on.
Oh, was I going to tell you why I do the monitor?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I'm sorry. It's rapid fire. I was completely screwing it up.
No, we can.
Don't mind me.
we can-
No. I ruined it. Rapid fire. Let's do it. Monitor.
Okay. The Rookie or the West Wing?
I'm going to say the Rookie.
Got indie film set or big budget TV lot?
Ooh, big budget TV lot.
Got writing scenes or shooting them?
What was the first thing?
Writing scenes or shooting them?
Shooting them.
Got one actor you'd love to direct?
Oh, I guess everybody's going to say, let me see. I'm going to try to come up with somebody different. Going to be an actress? Or it's gotta
Yeah,
be an
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet.
Kate
I like-
Winslet. Okay.
Kate Winslet's my favorite right now. I change over time, but right now she's terrific to me. And of course, Daniel
Sure.
Day-Lewis,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yes, always.
Christian
Bale.
Yeah, there's a million actors I'd love to work with. I'd love to be in a Quentin Tarantino movie as an actor. I'll tell you that.
Okay. So yeah, let's move on to the next. One role you'd take back in a heartbeat.
What would I take back in a heartbeat?
One role you'd take back in a heartbeat.
What do you mean by take back? Not do it or want to do it again?
I am also confused, but this is rapid fire questions. But something that
to rapid. But take back. I don't like. I could
Uh,
redo it.
yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I'm still confused, but yeah, I mean, like, it's something like getting into character. I guess that may be the thing.
Just about every character I play and see, I wish I could go back and redo it. Just honestly, about every one. I go, oh man, I missed it there. I missed it. I just in this movie last night. I go, oh, I had this beat there and I totally missed it. So an actor's
Okay.
never satisfied. Give me more takes. Like some people, are like, it's 2 takes. I'm out of here, and give me more takes. Give me more takes. That's why.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. What's harder, building a character or building a story arc?
Ooh, that's like Sophie's choice. That's a tough one. I'm still building the character of Smitty. Every day I think of stuff I could do with him. And some of the stuff the writers give me, and I didn't see this coming. Like I see cars out there, I go, what would Smitty drive? Because that will tell me a lot about my character. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he would drive that. And he's drive stuff like what do he do? Where would Smitty go on vacation? What kind of girl would he date? It's I've all these different. What's his backstory? Nobody really knows Smitty, so I make up all these backstories. And then,
Wow, that's cool.
yeah, so that's fun. And so so building
Yeah.
a character.
One film that shaped you.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Okay, wow, that's
I
good.
got that one. I got that quick fire.
Yeah. One line or moment from your career you'll never forget.
Oh, I was in this really not very good movie called Glass Trap, and I was attacked by this giant ant. And I go, I hate insects. And it was such a stupid line. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that was a bad line.
Well, okay. Oh, yeah, last one. Okay. So, legacy in TV, film, or directing. What's the closest to your heart?
AJ, I'm being honest. It changes. It changed. Right now, it's acting.
Yeah, I get
Right
it.
now, it's acting. But when I first
Mhm.
started directing, all of a sudden, I started looking at film and TV as a director's point of view. Like I look at the composition of the shot and this and that, and I was thinking more directing. And now, I didn't think I was really going to start acting again until I did Shameless, because I was focusing everything on directing. And then the Shameless thing came up, and I got to William H. Macy directed the episode I was in, and I'm like, oh, I kind of missed this because it's a lot.
All right.
I was going to say it's easier to act, but when you're a director, there's 500 questions you get asked every single day. You can't say, Okay, Brent, do you like the glasses that I'm wearing, or do you like the glasses that AJ's wearing? What do you want the character to wear? I go, well, they look. No, I got to know. I want AJ's
Yeah.
glasses. Well, why do you want AJ's glasses? Because, and I can't just say I don't care. I've got to go because I think this wider. It looks better on his face. It makes him look more intense. They want those because the prop person that brought those glasses. It's really important to them. I don't want to blow that off.
Yeah.
It's like,
Got
and
it.
the actors
Yeah.
come up to me. What do I do here? And the lighting, the gaffers they're asking me a million questions. I lose about 15 to 20 pounds every time I direct a film.
Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. We're handling 10, 15, 50 people, 100 people on a day basis. So it's a lot of losing. And I guess acting is more about getting into, figuring out. And, you're kind of safe on the side. You don't have to control the rest of the things happening around you. Maybe that is something that helps you out. I guess, yeah. But I guess both of the things are interesting, writing, directing, and acting also always. So, yeah, that was a rapid fire. Let's jump on to the part one. First question. Let's go back. Let's see what you want to say. This is the last question. The actor's chair or director's monitor? Why?
Director's monitor, because right now the camera is moving so much. Like I said, I love Quentin Tarantino, and I know because I directed David Carradine, I directed Michael Madsen, and they both told me that Tarantino's right here by the camera, all that kind of, and I'd love, as being an actor, I want to be right there with him. But right now I have I really move the dolly around so much, and so it's distracting to me that I have to go with like this, even though I've got a monitor here. I would rather see it where I can just focus on everything on that screen. I hate having to take my headphones off and then walk to the actor to give him an adjustment or whatever. But that's why I do the monitor.
Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you for being on this.
AJ,
It's late night.
I appreciate you having me. I love that you're so knowledgeable in film, and I wish you the best.
Got it.
But thank you for having me.
Thank you so much to everyone. This was Brent Huff, and you can catch him in The Rookie, which is now in your nearest OTT platforms, which is the Netflix, Hulu, Prime. You can just go on, and which is on Netflix top 1, 2, 3, I guess now, and is in all of the seasons. And the new season of The Rookie, season 8, is coming in 26. So you can catch him there also in season 8 of The Rookie. So thank you, Brent. Thank you for your time. It's late night, and it's really like you've been part of industry for a very long time, I guess 20 plus 25 plus years. That experience and the thing that you say and the way that you told me is really valuable for the audience also, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, have a good night.